We couldn't ask for more perfect weather here today. And away we go at the link. On the return, Britton Covey. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he works this to the 38 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Great, set.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Great, set. 63.
Now Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. Right back to Irving now. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Josh Sweat making the stop. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Regular.
3rd down run from White. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's the give to Irving. Crosses midfield, still going. And he gets this down to the 38. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Regular. Hurry. Hey, alert. Watch.
White trying this straight ahead. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Milton Williams making the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Point it right. Alert. That's up.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's got it near the 8. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Baker.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right. Good. Done.
Baker now off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Up. Hurry.
Running back sent in motion.
Run. Watch out.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch, sir. No touch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Good, check. No touch.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
73. No touch.
Hurts now on 4th. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception and that return on top of it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Hey, alert!
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Irving on the inside give. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They motion the tight end over. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. This finds Evans complete. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, it's a give to White. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Baker out of the pistol. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Irving here from the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 6 now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Zach Bond with the tackle. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow. Running
on second with White. Room inside the 10. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Covey now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Eagles football, and they'll look for points here, but might be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Great, set. No touch.
They go to Barkley again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
63. No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Offense up to the line fast.
No touch.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Jukes out a 1-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
73.
Working quickly here.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63. No touch.
On 1st down, Hurts. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Motioning the tight end now.
No touch.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And some great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
No touch. Set. No touch.
Here's another carry for Barkley. He breaks a tackle.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Great, set. No touch.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Gotta hurry this to the line.
Bill King.
That's good for an Eagles.
63. No touch.
Barkley does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
No touch.
They'll try again with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Irving. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to set this up quick.
Hey, right 33. Point it right. Watch out.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Third down. Here's Mayfield. Trying for the deep ball. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today. And boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out. They backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate. So much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE. Bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.
Being on some chill.